Hey folks, and welcome back to part 2 of the Fairy Pools on the Isle of Skye. I hope you've enjoyed the first episode that we did. This one's got even more stunning scenery, so sit yourselves back, enjoy yourselves, and we'll crack on with the video. Oh, that sun's just come over the top of the mountain and it's quite nice, although it is still quite cold and quite blowing through the valley here. The sound of the water is delightful. Whether my mic is picking that up or not, I don't know. I'll stand and pause for a moment or two and let you have a look over there. We'll see if that's come out and whether I can perhaps enhance it during the editing. Yikes! So, not many falls up this bit. I'm sure we'll come to some in a bit. I think Ramsey's there. I'm not sure why he suddenly decided to go down onto the waterfall. He seems thirsty, but I think he thinks it's too cold. Or he just wants to paddle. He must be mad at paddling in that. That'll be freezing cold. Come on, Rambo, you come now. That's a good boy. Your paws will stick. That's it. Steady as you go. Goodness me. Well, I wish I'd put my sunglasses now. Talk about being prepared or lack of preparedness. Because I'm beginning to get a little bit snowblind. Because the sun is out. And it's obviously very white on the ground. I'm looking at the ground a lot of the time so as I know where I'm putting my feet. And yeah, it's beginning to affect how I see. Well, anyway, we're not crossing the Antarctic. We're not going to go and visit the North Pole, so I suppose it's a temporary thing. There we go. Let's get ourselves up here a bit. Oh, there we go. Come out of the water, Rams. You can get soaked, lad. And your little toes are going to freeze to the snow. Yeah, this definitely seems to be getting to be the limit of where people have trodden today. There is only one set of prints in front of me. Human ones, that is. There is also a set of prints of a small pup. Oh, wait a minute. As if by magic, there's more prints. You're not interested in them. This is what you've come to see. The splendour of the fairy pools. Oh! And the great rugged outdoors, as is Scotland. Or more to the point, of course, the Isle of Skye. I see people in the distance. Maybe it's Man Friday. I don't know. Looking for Robinson and his Crusoe. Weeks. Right. Sounds really lovely, I have to say. I think we have to go over there, and I think there's a bowl just nestling over there somewhere. We'll find out. Don't have to play havoc with your batteries. You don't get anywhere near the life out of them. There's that for you. We better do a pano. We ain't done one for a while. Oh yeah. See, it's still sunny on one side, look. It's quite amazing. Quite amazing. We've lost the car park now. Can't see that anymore. There you go, look, back to the cold side. I should have brought a compass with me, and then I'd know whether this is like a north-facing piece of the mountain. I should be able to tell from the sun, but it's difficult because it'll be in the west somewhere, but it's not. Of course, it doesn't arc in the west, not true west. There are no footprints left. But there are still little cascades of water, which aren't particularly magnificent, but there will be some magnificent waterfalls on this trip. I have a couple planned. Well, I have a couple highlighted on my map, where I've done a little bit of research to see where there may be some falls, or are some falls. And they're kind of on the direction that we'll be heading in, if we're heading in a particular direction, because I'm not sure what direction we are heading in. Oh! Oh, there you go, Rams. Tip him up a bit. He's still quite happy to plod along. Quite happy the lad is. Wonder if you get anyone camping up here in summer. I suppose if you're out walking with a backpack, then it's quite a nice place to be. But again, in the summertime, you'd have to make sure you got some anti-midgie repellent. Oh, a lot of people swear by using this stuff called Avon Oh So Soft, I think it's called. It's like a dry oil, and it's supposed to be excellent for midges. So I took a big bottle of it with me to Norway to keep the mosquitoes off me. Well, we didn't get many mosquitoes in the end, even though we were there in very high mosquito season. But for what mosquitoes they were and what horseflies they were, despite the fact that I was wearing Avon Oh So Soft, they attacked me. So I changed over to a deep-based product. I know, you don't have to tell me. So are we near the source? We must be near the source. We must be near the source. We shall find it. We shall persevere. Onwards and upwards, dear sir. There's only Rambo's footprints, look. Yeah. So are we relying on Rambo as the navigator? The answer to that is no. We are not. That's really peaceful up here, apart from the wind blowing in my lug holes. Oh, we've set out what we achieved to do. This is where it's coming down from, in that valley there. We're not going to go any further than here. There's a cairn here that's been built over the years by the looks of it. Maybe we'll pick one of these rocks up and put it on the top. Maybe just one of these small ones, and we'll pop it on the top here. Oh, I'm standing on ice. I can hear it crunching under my toes. What's up, Rambo? Get off. Oh no, you can hear Rambo. He's obviously interested in putting this on the cairn top. I'm gonna have to throw it on. There we go. There we go. And there is a view of where we've come from. You can see the car park right in the distance. What you cannot see are people. Now, the reason I came up here, I'll be totally honest with you, it appears on the pictures as if there are pools up here. Looks like there's a path going off up that way. We shall not be far. Oh, hang on a minute, we got a mountain goat. What are you doing up there, lad? Hey, what are you playing at up there? You're looking for that stone I put up there, aren't you? Hey, come on, down you get. Let's go back to the van and have ourselves a cup of coffee. Come on. Yeah, there's supposed to be some pools up here, which was supposed to be the source of it all, but it's clearly not. It's just the valley it's running down up there. So where those photos have been taken from, I don't really know. But it certainly is not here. There is a dip over there. It's straight in front of me. And it looks like a hollow, but I'm not going to explore it because I can't see a designated path or a designated route that I consider to be safe enough, particularly on a day like today. So I tell you what I will do. I'm going to extend you guys and get a good old aerial view, so you might be able to see more. I can see a plane, look. Oh, I wonder where that's off to. Where's it going? I can't see it on here. It'll be up there somewhere. Yeah, I wonder where that's going. Well, I'm kind of guessing it's heading eastish, which means it's in line with Norway, and it's in line with the with Norway and possibly Sweden. Of course, it could be going to Russia. I don't know how many Western planes are currently still going after Russia, but I suppose there's still some. Anyway, I can hear it now. Now it's disappeared behind that cloud. I can hear it, but I can't see it. It's lovely. I can't get enough of that view. So we're going to make our way down. I don't think there's any need for you guys to come down with me. Oh, crikey. Unless by chance there's something extraordinary to film. I'm not going to put the drone up because the idea of the drone was to see those pools. But of course they're not here. And it is a little bit windy to take it across to over there where they might be. And so I'm not going to take it on the off chance because I could very easily lose it. The batteries don't last very long on any of the equipment in this cold, and there's only 30 minutes on a drone in any case. I've never got more than 20 minutes out of it on a good day, so I'm not prepared to risk it in case it runs out after 10 minutes and it just decides it's either going to do an emergency landing in the middle of the bog over there, or it does a comeback to me and it can't make it. So anyway, whatever it is, it's not happening. So anyway, I will catch you guys later on. I've finished rattling now. Tonight I'm going to introduce you to the Ramuska. For those of you that never come across one before, it is a lid, essentially. And on the lid, under there is a ring. There's a glass top. Inside this bit, in here, is a ring, a heating element. And it's 400 watt, so it's very, very low energy. This is an aluminium non-stick base pan which sits on a base plate to protect the work surface. It also comes with a trivet that can go in there for keeping things nice and dry if you need to. Now tonight I'm going to cook, or more to the point, I'm going to heat up some scotch pies. There we go, scotch pie, with some baby corn and a few baby plum tomatoes. And it's all running off of excuse me, off of my 12-volt batteries through an inverter, through a 1000-watt inverter. So it'll take about 20 minutes to cook. I can safely put that down on here because it's not heated currently, but once it has heated, turn it over. It's got a handy, the handles are handy that they keep it off of the work surface so as not to burn the work surface area. So I'm going to take out the pies. I've not had scotch pies before, so I'm either in for a treat or a disaster. I don't know which. I'm hoping it's a treat. So I pop them in there. Just put my rubbish in the bin. There we go. Take out some sweet corns. I like these baby corns. I think they're quite tasty. So what have we got in there? We've got 3 in the bag and 4 in the pan. That'll do, because that means I can have the other 2 with a steak or something, or a stir fry. We'll see. But this is how quick and easy this meal is going to be. There we go. I'll pop in a few of these lovely little tomatoes, look. I do like them. There we go. So, I'm going to pop one in my gob, so I'll start talking with a funny mouth now. Anyway. Oh, that's a nice crunch to them. So in the pan, it's quite simply that. That's it, you couldn't get any more easy. Nutritious as well. Lots of vitamin C in the tomatoes and the sweet corn. We've got the carbohydrates in the pastry, and hopefully we've got the protein in what is ever is in them pies, which I don't know. I should have read the ingredients maybe. So it literally is lid on. I'm going to plug it in. Let's just take the little induction hob out of the socket. I'm going to switch that on. I'm going to turn on the electric, and then I'm going to turn on the remusca itself. It doesn't get hot straight away. It takes maybe 5 minutes to get warm, but these are that good. I've even baked bread in there. There is a remusca recipe book, and I use that. I did a bread mix that you prove overnight. You basically make it into a slurry, the flour and the yeast and the water into a slurry. Then the next, it ferments overnight without warmth. It's called a cold ferment. You mix the rest of the flour to it and then knead it a little bit. And I divided it into 4 and popped in the remusca and made 4 beautiful bread rolls. So you can even do that when you're travelling. That's now beginning to get a bit hot on the top there. Now, the way it works is that the heat from this ring here sits on this aluminium pan, and it transfers the heat, as any oven would, down to the bottom of it. And so what it effectively is a very small oven that is so economical to run and brilliant for if you're running just off of an inverter. That's Rambo, by the way. He's dropping his ball all over the place now. So yeah, Excellent. Now, just to clarify, I am not sponsored by Ramuska. Ramuska have got nothing to do with me whatsoever. I can tell you where to buy them. You can buy them on eBay, second hand, and you can find some good second hand ones on there. Or you can go to, I think it's Lakeland, sell them. I don't know who else does sell them, but they're well worth buying. I paid £69 for these. They were on offer, and I bought two. I bought one from I bought one for my boat, and I bought one for camper vanning, and they are quite invaluable. They both get used a lot. So there we go. I'll maybe turn you on and show you the finished product when I've done, if I remember, before I eat it all. So we'll come back in a little while when it's all cooked, and you can see what we're having for dinner tonight. So we are back. Let's have a look at what we got. Just move that rack out of the way, and we'll turn that upside down so that can't do any harm. That is very hot. Look at that. I can assure you that is cooked. I'm going to take it all out, serve it all up. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, you can hear them are crunchy. Very nice too. Oh, I can hear the sizzle. I don't know if them tomatoes are going to come out that easy. Oh, there's the corn. There we go. Oh, oh. Serving suggestion, don't throw it about. Right, them tomatoes are quite soggy. Let me turn that off. I don't know why I left that on, and just squeeze them around because they're quite soft now. I do like baked tomatoes like this. I think they punch a good flavour. Oh, there we go. Last two. Now, because you barely cooked anything in this, you could just wipe it out with some kitchen paper, and that'll be perfectly ready for the next time you want to cook it. I'm just going to put it to one side, pop that on there. I need the fork for my dinner. I'm going to spin you around. Whee, there we go. There's dinner. Now, out of my little spice rack, I'm going to pop on some black pepper. There we go. And I have a little bit of pink rock salt. I don't know what the pink does for it, but it's pink rock salt. Not too much. Well, that's it for this week, folks. We'll be back again for episode 10 next week. So what was the verdict of the Scotch pies? Well, I can tell you the tomatoes and the sweet corn were absolutely delicious. And the Scotch pies, well, we won't be having them again in a rush. It wasn't that good. They nearly ended up straight in the bin. They're obviously not my cup of tea. So there we go. We had to try it. If we didn't try it, we wouldn't have known. Take care of yourselves. Please like and subscribe. I'll catch you all next week, folks. Take care now. Bye for now.